With day 3 underway, I decided to give carving a crack, and as you can see, I wrote the word challenge. Now, I was new to it, so I knew I was going to challenge and struggle with it, so that's why I chose this word. But with that in mind, I also chose this word because many of the carvers out there throughout the entire competition are going to have challenges themselves. So I decided to go out there and find out exactly what those were.
I'll tell you that the challenge really begins with coming up with your design, the piece that you'd like to carve. Coming into a group like this and an event like this, you got to bring your A game. So you want to kind of come up with something that's probably not been done before. I always like to come up with a design that maybe has a little bit of meaning, maybe something that can reflect the area just a little bit that I'm carving at. So I came up with a design of kind of the, it's a trapper, and he's basically staking claim to the area. But as reference to the nations that came prior to the French trapper, I've got a native totem just behind the piece. So as he's driving his stake into the ground, you kind of see the crack. It's kind of dividing, and it's kind of cracked up the native totem on the back side.
Really, the biggest challenge was making sure I had a nice flow. I kind of got like an S shape to it, and the S shape is always very soothing as far as people to look at. People want to see that S shape. Most artists, when they draw things, they always think about making things swirl and stuff like that. So this carving is going to be judged by artists, and so they're going to pick up that right away, and they're going to see that. So I'm kind of leaning towards how they're going to look at it.
There's some splitting down the center here. A big split on this side of the arm. We've had to put some screws from the elbow up into the torso just to keep that arm on. Some ring shake on the top, and I've lost a few snake heads. Just drop it off. So that's basically it. Yeah.
The way carvers choose to tackle their obstacles on their carvings is very important in this competition because judges take that into consideration during the scoring process.
We have some criteria regarding fragile pieces because they're going to be placed around here. That's why it was put in the rules. You know, they're going to be placed around here and they're going to be here for a long time, and they don't want pieces breaking off and falling over and stuff like that. So it is in the rules, and the carvers are aware of it. So it's up to them what they do with their carving, but they're aware that if it's, or they should be aware, they're professionals, you know, that if it's not long-lasting and safe, you know, they're going to get some points, or a point or whatever. You know, we look at them and we go, geez, that one looks like it might fall over. Looks like it might break there. It's really fragile. You know, if you do a swordfish and his beak is really small, and I mean, things are going to happen.
Jordan Anderson's biggest challenge came today. After carving the top and bottom torsos of his tree monster, he had to find a way to put this whole thing together.
The biggest challenge is communication. Trying to get everybody on the same page as far as lifting up that torso with the right strap, you know, angle and whatnot. So the guys did really good. We were just patient and worked slow through it. It's a competition and we all are stressed out, so it's a really crucial thing for safety as well as, you know, getting this precisely placed, you know, to, you know, make it a successful deal. So it's going great. You know, the sheer mass of the piece was the biggest struggle because, you know, to get that dynamic pose and be able to counterweight everything, you know, so it doesn't tip forward is a big challenge. So I'm doing pretty good right now. I need to do some stuff with the base, make some rocks on the backside probably, and just do a nice counterbalance going on. So if I can start seeing it tilt back the other way, I'll feel really good.
You were here when Jordan was mounting his monster there. Tell me what was going through your mind as you were watching that land on the torso.
I thought it was going to, there was a good chance that it wasn't going to stay there. I mean, it's just totally not mathematically or scientifically correct, or however you want to put it. You know, but he got it to stand up. Now the thing is to keep it standing up, and he'll be judged on that. I mean, on the fact that if that thing looks like it's going to tip over and he's finished with the carving, he's going to get ticked for it, you know, by all the judges. They're all looking at it.
With most carvers stepping up to the plate to face their challenges, now all they have to do is battle it out until the final inning to find out who the champion will be. For Chet TV News, I'm Marlon Gomez.